Healing is not just about one part of your life or one part of your body healing from an injury. Healing cuts across everything and it doesn't stay in one place. If you start healing today, it will touch everything like your relationship, your career, your finance, your mindset, and even the way you see yourself. That's what healing does. And the truth is, a lot of people say they want healing, but they are not ready for what it actually requires, because we often think it's just about feeling better, feeling okay. But real healing, it changes how you think. It changes your mindset, how you respond, what you tolerate, what you no longer accept. And that shift can be uncomfortable because healing is not just soft and peaceful, right? Sometimes it disrupts your life before it starts building it, before it starts shaping it, right? So healing starts from within, not outwardly, because it's the quiet work no one says, because it happens from within. It's unlearning patterns, facing things you avoided, being honest with yourself. And that is not easy, because sometimes the person you have to confront is you, because your habits, your reactions, your coping mechanisms, all of this is what real change begins with. That's where it starts from. Healing will affect your career. You may outgrow environments that once felt normal. You may stop settling for less, right? You may even stop overworking to prove your worth. Stop staying in spaces that drain you. And that can feel really scary, but it's all about growth. Healing teaches us that your value is not something you have to beg for. Healing will change your relationship. It changes your mindset. You may start setting boundaries. You may even realize that those little connections were built on survival and not love. And not everyone will understand the new version of you. Some people call you different, but the truth is you are no longer tolerating what hurts you, what makes you uncomfortable. And that's not a loss. That is simply what I call alignment. Is it in your friendship? Even friendship can shift. Sometimes we outgrow friendship. Some of your friends will grow with you and some won't. And that's one of the hardest parts of healing. Letting go without bitterness, appreciating what once served you, but accepting what is, which is your present, because not everyone is meant to stay in every season of your life. Healing even shows up in your finances, the way you spend money, the way you think about money. Sometimes unhealthy financial habits are connected to deeper emotional patterns, right? So seeking comfort, avoiding stress, and trying to fill a gap. That's what healing does. Healing brings awareness, and awareness changes your behavior, your personality. For many people, healing also touches spirituality. It makes you reflect. It makes you think deeper and ask yourself questions like, who am I? What do I believe in? What truly matters? What is the process? You may find a stronger sense of peace, not because life is perfect, but because you are grounded within yourself, right? Healing is also deeply connected to breaking cycles and patterns, like I said before. Addictions don't always start with bad intentions, right? Sometimes they start with coping mechanism, or they start as coping mechanism, ways to deal with pain, stress, emptiness. But healing requires honesty, facing what is underneath and not just what's on the surface. And that takes a lot of courage. Healing doesn't just affect you as a person. It affects your family. It affects your children. It affects your community. When you heal, you communicate differently because you begin to see things differently. You show up looking different. You break patterns that could have been passed down to your generations unborn. And that is very powerful because healing is not just a personal thing. It's a generational thing. And at the end of the day, you find out that healing is a human experience. No matter where you are from, no matter your background, we all carry something unique and we all deserve the chance to heal. My name is Leticia Edirin, and on this platform, we don't just talk, we reflect, we grow, and we face the truth even when it is uncomfortable, because that is where the real change begins. Somebody say, clock it. So if this spoke to you, please don't just scroll past this. Share this with somebody who needs it, because it starts with a conversation. Healing is not something we should go through alone. And I want to hear from you. What parts of your life are you currently healing from? Is it your career? Is it your relationship? Or is it yourself as a person? Let's talk about this in the comment section, because healing is not just about becoming, it's about becoming whole again. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.